How to describe my reading experience in June in one word? Ugh. So hey guys, and welcome to another video, and this is going to be my very quick and very easy to do June wrap up. Now, June was not a great reading month for me. I don't know if I was in a slump or I just had lots of things to do, but it just wasn't happening for me. I actually started a lot more books than I actually finished, which never usually happens. I'm always one who tends to push towards the end of a book, but this month I just couldn't force that. So in the end I read 3 books, and I will talk about them now. The first book I read in the month of June was probably a given, and that was City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare, the final book in the Mortal Instruments series. If you have watched my videos for a while, you will know that the previous 2 books in this series were not quite up to the standard for the first 3 for me. They were still enjoyable, but I definitely felt they were on the way down the hill. And I'm happy to say that as a finale, this book turned a lot of that around. It gave a very wrapped up finale, included more intrigue for her new series and more intrigue about the Infernal Devices, which I still haven't read. I've read the first one, but I haven't read the second 2, so I kind of got spoilers for that series from this one, but it didn't bother me too much because I didn't really know the context of those spoilers, I guess. For the final book in a series, I find it hard to disconnect the rest of the series when I'm giving my final rating, so it always gets amped up a little bit, but in the end I gave this one 5 stars, and I shall try and read Infernal Devices 2. Clockwork Prince, that's the one I need to read. The second book I read in the month of June was The End Specialist by Drew Magary. I actually used this book to kill a spider not too long ago, so I'm trying to be careful where I touch it. Oh. Spider guts. If you didn't know about this novel, this is sort of a dystopian that deals with a society in which there has been a cure discovered for old age. I was really excited about this book going in. I thought the premise was really original and really allowed for a great story, but I have to say I didn't love it all that much. I think I had high expectations going in. I heard that it was a very humorous novel, but I don't think that was the case at all. I think there's a touch of humour in the beginning, but then it sort of becomes a lot more serious. The medium of blog writing that was used in this book made it a quick read. I definitely didn't struggle through it, but I was definitely expecting more. Overall, I do believe this may be a novel where my expectations weren't met because I expected it to be something else. I was sort of expecting a humorous take on a dystopian, but in the end I just got a plain old dystopian, really. If the premise does interest you, I definitely wouldn't dissuade you from picking it up, but overall I was a little bit disappointed, so in the end I gave The End Specialist by Drew Magary 3 stars. Oh, did I just touch spider guts? And then the final book that I read, or technically it's a novella, this is how bad my reading month was in June, and that was The Mist by Stephen King. I decided to read this because it was incredibly short, it's 220 pages, and I had just watched the movie for the second time, and boy is that movie depressing. I love monster movies, I like anything like that. You know, I will sit down and I will watch those Sci-Fi Channel originals about shark octopuses, and I will enjoy them, but The Mist is just a really great movie, so I wanted to see the inspiration. This is my second Stephen King book, and actually the second book that I've read of him where I've already seen the movie. I need to stop doing this. I just need to read a proper Stephen King. If you didn't know what this story is about, it is basically about a group of people who get trapped in a supermarket and mist surrounds them and there are monsters in the mist. It is literally quite that simple. Being a novella, I really can't criticize it too much for being fast-paced and sort of underdeveloping its characters, and the movie sticks quite close to it apart from the final scene of the movie, which is just one of the most depressing things I have ever seen in my life. Again, this is a book where, if you've seen the movie, I wouldn't dissuade you from picking it up, but in the end, I gave The Mist by Stephen King 3 stars. So there we have it, that was my June wrap-up, and I'm hoping July will be a lot more productive for me. I actually know it will because I read 3 books in the month of June, and I've already read 2 books so far in the month of July, so June was just a bad month. In the comments below, let me know what you've read this month, and as always, if you have read any of the books that I have mentioned, leave me some comments and we'll have a chat. Especially City of Heavenly Fire. What did everyone think of the finale? Without giving spoilers for other people. But there we go, that is all from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you soon with another one. Goodbye.